You're listening to another Woodshop podcast, the okayest podcast of its type. Your hosts are Daniel Dunlap of Daniel Dunlap Woodworks, Peter Kapar of Petree's Workshop, and Braden Boakes of Littlebug Woodworking. You can find them as well as the podcast on your favorite social media channels.
Welcome to episode 278 of another Woodshop podcast, giving the community the gift that they've been waiting for all year. Another episode. Even during this magical week between Christmas and New Year's, a week where rules don't apply, dietary restrictions get turned back to Thanksgiving mode, and the time is an arbitrary thing. We don't even know what day it is. We're recording this on a Saturday. We thought it was Thursday. And most importantly, it's a week where you get to pretend that you don't own a woodworking business. You get to ignore all the responsibilities and the customers and their messages. At least I do. What's up, boys?
I like this.
Dan's like the thumbs up. Yeah, like, oh wait, this was an option the whole time?
Hey, question. Since we're recording this on a Saturday, and I usually have to have this out for the general public on Sunday, does that mean I have to edit this tonight before I go to bed?
You have to edit this.
I thought you were editing it live, I thought you had a 30-second delay.
I think our goal is, Dan, we have to release this before we record the next episode in 4 days.
What if I just release this before the Sunday, Epstein files are released? Then we're all good.
You just have to release this in a .dxf file, Dan. And then tell us how to 3D print it.
Yeah. Great.
Right. Speaking of Dan and 3D printing.
DXF files?
Sorry, I need a way better transition.
Oh my God, for once I even called in sick on this transition. This week is not regular. Anyways, speaking of amazing things that are between Christmas and New Year's,
our patrons are definitely between Christmas and New Year's.
Yeah, they are.
I think. We got, according to my count, and I'm very good at counting, 3 new patrons.
Whoa, that's more than usual.
Possibly 4, but I'm going to go with 3.
You can just reread one from last week?
I could reread Amanda and Charles Posey.
So it's 5 new patrons.
Oh, that is 2 people in one account. I think that's like a loophole of some sort. Anyways, we also got a Braden Pollock.
I love his paintings.
Little known fact, that is Jackson Pollock's cousin. We also got Stan McGrew.
McGrill?
Stan McGrew.
McGrew.
Like McGruber, but
McGruber, yeah. And we also got a Brandon Finney. And Brandon took advantage of our year-long patron membership. Ooh. Where he gets it at a discount price.
Ladies, this man's not afraid of commitment. Keep an eye on that one.
Really not, because we could quit next week and he's stuck with us for the next year.
Just replaying the 2 episodes.
I don't know if that actually works, but we might try.
Probably refund them like Dan wants to refund all of his customers. I don't know. We'll talk about that later.
Okay, let's talk about the VIP patrons for a moment. This list is just massive. You might want to grab a pillow.
Speed read, go.
Speed read?
Yeah, go.
All
You're
right.
wasting time.
Brandon Finney, Luke Schmidt, Eric Markovica, just here to see if Dan's thing got pulled. What? That is Wesley Miller. Whoa. I may need to change my name to Mike at DM Works. Jeremy Johnstone, Platte Valley Woodworks. Greg at G&M Design Co. Scott Crabtree at Crabtree Creative. Dominic at the Italian Christmas Donkey. What?
Yes, keep going. Wasting time.
John Renshaw at Native Woodworking. The no zones we make along the way, navigating the shop. Nick at NSM Woodcraft. Chris Lamoureux at Homefront Woodworks. Duffy Woodcraft at Duffy Woodcraft. Greg Bennett at Wendy Acres Works. No tables required at Nick P. Daniel. Greg D'Ambrosio at GTD Woodworks, Damon from BWG Woodworking, Jeremy Clayball, J Clayball Woodworking, Dan's side tables for Nick look really good. Oh, that's Alex Adams.
Oh, he didn't zoom in. Oh,
John Herbolsheimer of Living Laugh Woodworks. If you haven't donated to St. Jude yet, do it now.
I love it.
Is Nick at NV Woodshop, Jared LaPuma at LL Builds Woodworking, Tyler Booth at Temecula Yard Games, Henry Lutens at Manfreda Wood, Sarah with Rosie's Woodshop, El Jefe over at Maker's Way, Wind Designs is Victor Aragama, number one Nick 2025 holiday giveaway winner. Number is Nick Brim Woodworking. Number one 2025 holiday giveaway winner is Max Reed. So apparently, those were new names last week. They're clearly not this week. And they were upset that I didn't get.
They changed some syllables, Dan.
I don't understand what
you'll compare. Doing. You can compare later.
Bill Burkle at WTB Woodworking. Crafted with machines and love is Patrick Ginsel. Ed Mancini at Mancini Woodworking. Chris at Chris Will Make. Invite me over so I can steal your shiny shit. It's Trash Panda. It's Jimmy Alfred at Trash Panda Woodworking. Justin Bailey at Campfire Woodworks. John Grubb at Grubb Make. That's it. End of list.
The way you ended that, I was
John used to have like a paragraph, and then he just
because he was gonna give away one.
He was gonna, but now he's not apparently.
Well, he still might. No, I mean he is. No, we have it in writing. He can do that. He will. Yeah. Or die trying.
Yeah, that's it. Hey, we love our patrons. They help us keep this canoe afloat. If you want to help, you can go over to iloveawp.com or do it the long way and go to patreon.com/anotherwoodshop podcast. They both go to the same place, guys. Wow. You can get signed up for one of our 4 tiers over there. And now we have a yearly option, I guess, apparently. And it comes at a discounted price. And I think that yearly option comes with every tier we have. Anyway, The long and short of it is our patrons get a lot of bonuses. And one of the bonuses they get in 2025, 2026 is yet to be determined, but I'm pretty sure it will be, is monthly giveaways. And Braden is going to talk about that because we got something big for December.
There is no way on this green earth you are convincing me to do monthly giveaways for another year.
Yes. Book of Dano.
Dan, I'll tell you what. Where you don't talk anymore, Braden does.
I was going to say, Dan, I'll tell you what. We can do it every month, but you get to manage it.
Manage these nuts. I'm going to go get a cup of coffee while you talk about it.
Oh, yeah. Look who's going to run away. Yeah. So one of the benefits that you get for being a patron is you get entered in to win one of our delicious prizes every single month. And the month of December is, as everybody knows, the Toyota-thon.
To remember.
Thank you, Pete. I don't know what everybody's thing is with butting into my bit this evening. But yeah, we are doing a massive sprint to the end of the year, raising money for St. Jude's. We have over $12,000 worth of prizes that are, things like a 13-inch helical head planer from Oliver Tools, a 14-inch benchtop drill press from Oliver, a 10-inch 2-horsepower table saw from Oliver, a 6-pack of clamp companions from Timber River, the last belt and journal you'll ever need in your life. I actually made all that up. I mean, it is a belt and journal, but they're nice. From Calavera, a mega pack from Rockler, a complete 24 by 24 inch Airweights vacuum hold down set from Airweights, $250 gift card from WTB Woodworks, a super mega pack from Gorilla Glue that I have touched it. I've touched the mega pack. It has a nice hat and a shirt and a bunch of other stuff. 2 boxes worth of stuffs. We have a set of 2 Disney one-day park hopper tickets that works both in Florida and in California. Technically, I believe it works anywhere except Japan, and also not at the water parks. But it is somewhere between $488 value and up. Can you really put a price on Magic?
Yeah.
You can't.
You can. Yeah, Disney did that.
Disney did. Yeah, Disney monetized it. So go have a magical day. Newman Special Woodworks has the super mega flattening router jigs set up. Onefinity is giving away a rebuilt title, gently pre-owned Gen 1 Foreman Elite CNC with QCW setup and stiffy, ladies.
And I can guarantee it does not leak. Nothing leaks. It
does not leak. It's coming from the private stock of stone.
Ooh.
Yeah. So it will be
solid,
handled. It will be examined, and then it will be shipped right to your door. And then, depending on what you'd like, the boys will either buy your Makita router so that you can have something to go and cut, or if you'd like, Dan is also throwing in his 220 water cooled spindle that you can have for your Onefinity. So, that
you can have a 220 water cooled spindle, or
it's like having
router.
It's like having 2 routers at the same time. And then Pete,
hey,
I've been working on this one. This one has a value upwards of somewhere between $0 and $1 million.
Tell me when to stop.
The AWP Swag and Wagon Super Pack, which is just gonna be a bunch of AWP stuff that we're gonna throw. We're gonna chuck.
I was telling Pete to stop.
Stuff that makes us laugh. It's gonna be great. Actually, I'm working on it. You guys are either gonna love or hate what I'm working on. You guys, like Dan and Pete, like you two are going to love or hate what I'm working
guys.
on. You guys. If you want to get in on the fun, if you are on any of our patron tiers, any of our paid patron tiers, you should have gotten a post where you can go and fill out a form to get any of your free entries because we donated to St. Jude's for you. Wow. If you are not on a paid tier or you just want to get involved,
or you want extra picks,
or you want extra entries, you can go to arethechairsIncluded.com, which is our St. Jude's page. Every $5 that you donate gets you one more raffle ticket. After you make your donation, all you have to do is reach out to me on our Discord, through Instagram, either through the podcast account or my account, or honestly, you can DM Dan. I'll get it that way too,
or me,
or Pete. And
yes,
it's just chucked in the black abyss there.
I sent it to you.
You did?
Yes. Group chat. Check it again.
How come when I send you messages on Instagram, you ignore them?
Because
blocked.
Most of the time, I'm talking to myself if I'm chatting with your account. And just shoot us a message with what buckets you want your tickets put into. You have until Tuesday during the pre-show at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, the 1-2 time zone. We are doing the drawing.
Tuesday, December 30th, 2025, for those listening in the future.
That is it. And we will do, because we enjoy abusing ourselves, we will take entries with donations to St. Jude's up until like 30 seconds before the drawing.
Yeah.
So it will be chaos, but for the kids.
For the children.
For the kids. So that's the thing. Pete?
Hey, I'm Pete. I'm going to talk about other stuff now. That was a quick handoff. I wasn't ready. Hey, I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors. First is Gorilla Glue. Gorilla Tough is where you want to get all your adhesives. Guys, this week I want to shout out something that is... there's a season coming around. It's called spring. Spring's the best time of the year to work on stuff where the garage door has to be open because winter's cold, summer's hot and sweaty, mom's spaghetti. And it is the perfect time of the year to redo and epoxy your garage floors. As someone that has epoxied their floors, and Braden could attest to this too, it is the best. It is nice, grippy. It looks clean. You don't have that dirty floor look that most garages have. And most of all, and I cannot stress this enough, we're better than you. So, there's that. Yeah, if you have epoxied floors, you're better than everyone else.
That is true.
Your neighbors will look at your garage and go, wow, I wish I could do that. Well, you can, because a Gorilla Tough does actually sell epoxy kits. They got the 1 car and the 2.5 car. If you got 2 cars, get out of here. 1.5 car, get out of here. 2.5 or 1 car garage kits, you can get in gray or black. Actually, I'm kind of jealous. I went with blue with another company. I kind of wish I had gone with the black flakes. Kind of jealous here. But anyways, you can do that, get that fixed up. And the reason I recommend doing it in the spring, I did it in the summer in the dead of August, and it was the worst thing I ever had to do. That being said, I love the way it came out. Now, another product that I do want to shout out is I just learned they make a clear wood glue. A dries clear wood glue. It goes on white, dries clear. And honestly, that's something I could have used in the past. That's not something I knew that they had, and I just learned about it. So I figured I'd shout that out and tell you guys about it. And I also want to give a huge shout out to our other sponsor, WTB Woodworking. Bill Burkle over there at WTB Woodworking is doing some amazing things, creating a space for all makers in the area and online to be able to get all the tools they need to get the job done. Make sure to go check out WTBwoodworking.com/giveaway for their quarterly giveaways. I believe they actually just started a new one recently, and I should have that queued up, and I don't. But make sure to go check them out on their site and go through their lumber selection, because if you are in the area, they've got some pretty great deals on all their slabs, and they're all listed on their website. And yeah, and I'm excited to announce that they have a Boss Dog Glue Grand Pack. Wow, there's a lot of stuff in there. They got that. They have some saw blades, and no, not saw blades. This is the templates. Oh, the template jig. The templates for cutting board handles, and they have some pull saws. So make sure to go check that out. WTBwoodworking.com/giveaway for your chance to win. Anyways, boys, what's happening?
Nothing.
Guys, it's the most magical week of the year. I do genuinely love this week because time just doesn't exist for me. Like, until you messaged earlier, I didn't know that today was Saturday, nor that we had a podcast recording today.
This is the week where you finally, like, if you didn't hit your New Year's resolutions or like anything like that, this is the week where you're finally like, you know what, it's next year. Like, it's not happening this year. This is a final
hurrah. Like, I'm going to just let me put my body through some paces this week. And
let's stress test, see where we need to start off.
Yeah,
that is exactly what I've been doing.
A lot of weight this week on the first when I weigh in, inflated numbers.
That's called sandbagging.
This is what they do with job numbers, guys. Same thing.
we got rid of the scales that actually measure real numbers, and now we just have paper scales on the floor.
I'm going to stand on that scale on the first. It's going to say huge. And then anything from there is just progress, guys.
Yeah, I mean, technically, this is bulking season until January 1st, and then you're in the downhill to cutting for summer bod. That's what I'm doing. I'm bulking for summer bod cut.
Dan's bulking too. He's got he's got a trainer at Panera Bread.
True.
Actually true. No, but genuinely, this week has always in my mind been the week of, like, ignore responsibility, play video games, spend time with the family, like, do a fun project in a shop.
I am doing this week wrong.
With that being said, I'm working in a shop, but I'm also like, I'm trying to do an every other day thing, or like yesterday I worked in a shop a lot. Today I plowed my driveway and then I had a fire pit and I relaxed all day with the family. Tomorrow I'm going to work again, and then Monday I'm going to just kick back again. So
Your driveway is a lucky lady.
Oh, yeah. Well, Pete's really horny. Well, you blew a tire on the road? Wow, when will that guy stop? I don't know. Is it like, hasn't Christmas week been like, because, when you were a kid, you got gifts and like, this is when you play your video games. This is when you play with.
Yeah, when I was a kid and didn't have any responsibilities.
Yeah, but now you get to pretend as an adult.
Oh, okay. I'm going to tell that to Kayla. We'll see how that works out.
No.
Dan, I pulled up to your house today. Y'all were sitting down like you were starting a bonfire, just chillaxing.
We were
having a board meeting.
The game plan for the day.
Board meeting. There was just boards.
Board.
Wait, who was we?
Kayla and I.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Oh,
yeah, I showed up and they were having like a.
Kayla really wanted to come out in the shop and sand some tables, so I was like,
so you sat with Kayla instead, which is traditionally what you do this week, Dan. This is great. I'm proud of you.
We were getting ready for the sanding to come.
They were emotionally prepping.
Ah,
yeah.
Okay.
I knew Braden was on his way over, so we were just chilling. I mean,
I can't do anything because I have something at 5:00 today. I can't do anything.
There's no need to have. Yeah, exactly. There's no need to have noises when Braden's coming over. He's got sensitive ears.
Yeah, that's true. I've never heard of any of the tools in Dan's shop ever.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, Braden's coming over in 30 minutes. I don't really want the sander running when he shows up.
Yeah.
Or honestly, too long after he leaves, just in case he comes back,
Yeah.
You forgot something?
Fun fact, Braden actually came over today because he needed to pick up a gift for one of his customers. They ordered them months ago, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And
at a craft fair.
He wanted to get them to the customer for Christmas, and he messaged me on, I can't remember if it was Christmas Eve or the day before.
Day before. It was Tuesday when we were driving out
Christmas
of town.
Adam. He's like, hey, can you cut these out? The customer is in Bellevue, so you can go drop them off. I'm like, yeah, no problem. I got you, buddy. You do so much for me. I got you.
I GPSed it 7 minutes away from Dan's house.
I cut them out and I finished them. And then I put them on my desk. And that's where they sat until today, 2 days after Christmas.
Oh.
I messaged him yesterday on the way back, was like, hey, I didn't hear anything, but I didn't get an email from the customer. Those got there, right? Fuck. Thanks, Dan.
What did you expect from me? Honestly.
Better.
More. Slightly better. Hey, I expected hey, Braden does so much for me to carry just 10 yards further.
Oh, Braden does so much for me. I'll pick up this phone call. And then we'll see where it goes from there.
We haven't reached the point where Braden answers my phone yet. We should work on that. I've negotiated out a deal that'll be launching January 1st where we could set up an AI answering service. Okay.
For your phone.
Oh, great. I need AI to be rude.
Were you not paying attention during the brand training, Dan? There's a whole AI service that we can set up.
I was mildly
phone.
paying attention.
Now, the thing is, if we do set that up, we might have to change your voicemail so
From
that
Daniel Dunlap Photography.
Doesn't say Daniel Dunlap Photography. It does.
What?
And it's one of those things that very clearly annoys me way more than it annoys Dan.
What's even funnier is like
business.
When somebody calls me and they're looking for a photography service, I get super annoyed.
Yeah.
Like, how did you get my number?
You set him up for failure, Dan.
Yeah. The guy that's retired and never wants to take another photo ever again won't change his voicemail so that other people are aware of that intention.
I probably should do that.
Yeah, that's fine. Of all the things that you do, Dan, that's so far down my priority
list. Wait to talk about what's on my bench.
Dan, you're setting up your customers for failure.
Am I?
And you're setting yourself up for failure. Come on. Change that voicemail. Make it sound cool.
Here's
play some music in the background.
If we're both at failure, we're both doing the thing at the same pace or something, and
The,
everything's aligned.
the interaction can only go up from there. If you start down
it's
the
fine.
bottom.
We're
Dan,
aligned.
You give a customer a DXF, he'll make for a day. You teach him how to 3D print, he'll make for his whole life. It's a saying as old as time, Dan.
I hate you.
All right, let's go to the bench thing. Let's hear what Dan is actually going to be doing.
Oh God, this
Yeah.
I
Dan,
didn't hear that. I didn't even hear
Okay,
it.
let's go.
What's on my bench?
Dan, what's on your benchito?
Let me tell you what's not on my bench. Okay, let me tell you. Nick Brim tables. They're done.
Yeah.
They're delivered. Suck it.
Really?
Yeah.
Dan, you don't get to tell us to suck it with so much gravitas.
Yeah, I do.
9 months later.
You can't stop me. They moderately like them. So that's a win.
Wow.
They immediately asked for a coffee table.
It was worth the wait? I don't know. We'll see.
Nick's wife said, and I quote,
Oh,
it
those
was
are
still
here?
faster than if Nick would have done it. So,
Oh. God
Which is amazing because he's
Nick real good.
she
he's
said
already
that right in front of him.
he's already cutting meats on that inlay cutting board, so it doesn't take him that long to do stuff.
Wow. Emotional damage.
Emotional damage.
I actually have that one too.
Oh, do you?
Emotional damage.
I can
Yeah, they're
just cut
done.
him at the
And,
knees.
I'm pretty proud of how they turned out. They turned out pretty good. For a brief moment in time, I contemplated putting those on my Etsy store. And then I decided not to because no.
Etsy doesn't have a lead time of 8
months.
months.
No, they don't.
Dan, you're not. you're not going to put the...
No, I'm not.
Never. Jeez.
Mm-mm.
Unless you put them on there, but they're like $2,000 a set.
I
I like money.
would like to point out something here. And
What?
Pete, I'm certain that you've probably had this cross your mind.
Killing Dan?
Well, yes,
Jeez.
obviously. But that's not that
Crossed
not
my
that
mind.
specific.
Not like never really
Jeez.
like considered it.
When
Got
Dan
me right in
finally
the neck.
decided, Dan, when you finally decided, like, hey, it's time, like, they might murder me. It took you like 3 total days to finish those. That's it.
I told you that's how close I was to being done.
That's it.
They were
3
very
days.
close to being done.
you didn't apply those 3 days. I
I
guess
did.
Braden, the
I
talk
did
we
the 3
had
days
with
that it needed.
Dan really went to his heart.
It actually did because I told Nick on you guys. I was like, they were not nice to me, so I'm doing this to get them done. So,
Which is crazy because we're generally not nice to you. So,
Yeah.
like, we were bonus not nice.
not
Wow, we
nice
really
of this.
threw you a straight ball there, Dan.
We were upper management level not nice.
Yeah,
What is
that's a good. You guys were acting like my bosses, and it made me uncomfortable. I was like,
You
"What is
need it.
happening here?
Dan,
I work for myself."
Last week was your performance review. The tables just came up. I'm just saying. The tables weren't the main theme. The main theme was you're bad.
You're
To Nick Brim.
They were very happy with them. I was
so
very
glad.
happy with them.
I jokingly suggested a coffee table for that. And then that
was that
wasn't-
you?
Yeah, I did it in a text, but then it didn't someone actually ask for a coffee table?
I don't know, but he's like, actually, my mother-in-law wants one. You guys were there. My mother-in-law wants one.
I
And I
was
was
there in
like,
text.
serious? Yeah. I'm like, He goes, don't worry. I already told her that you probably would say no. I'm like, no, I'll do it, but it's going to be pricey.
What did I charge for 2? That's for 1.
Double
That's
it.
that's now for 1. Double it and pass
it to the next person.
And how many months did it take? Double it.
Double everything.
Unless, actually, you know what you should have done? You should have told him yes and given him like a real price, like a high price, but a real one, and then gone and taken one of his and shipped it to his mother-in-law.
He wouldn't even notice.
No, he wouldn't. One is like tucked back in a corner. You can't even see it. I was
Yeah,
like,
you-
I was
you
like
just
all
get-
worried about making it look good on the inside.
Is that the bad
and-
one? The one
Yeah.
with the
I'm like,
damage
put
in the
that
back,
one
right?
back in the
Yeah.
corner.
The emotional damn. Yeah, you could have taken that one, cut out another figure top, and then just put like 4 dowels in the corners. Nobody's
Just
gonna
get L
notice.
brackets and just screw it right into the couch.
L brackets.
Just like a shelf bracket.
That's too fancy.
Well,
Bunch
so you
of wood
deliver,
screws.
guys.
Pocket holes.
I just want to say it's the end of an era.
End of an era.
Like,
yeah.
this is the walnut desk. This is the white oak door.
Mhm.
This is the whatever other
There's a
project I blocked
pattern.
out of my memory.
There's a
I see a pattern aligned.
there is good news that at the end of every Dan era, there's almost immediately another era starting. So
yeah. I could
think-
do an eras tour.
I think the problem is, see,
Wear
we
my
never
pretty
hear
dresses.
about the other orders that Dan works on. I think we only hear about the ones that have a story around them. Like, oh, I'm working on this project. I'm working with this customer. I'm working with Nick. And when there's a story attached to it, Dan just milks it. That's the way he sees it. His brain goes, I got to stretch.
Yeah, I'm a content creator. That's what I do.
yeah,
conflict creator.
The side tables had nipples, so Dan had to milk them.
Milk them. Milk them, Greg.
Walnut
wait.
milk.
Well, you delivered the tables.
That sounds
You've got-
good, actually.
You got so
Walnut
much
milk.
room in your shop now, right, Dan?
I do have a little bit of extra room.
Did
And
you
it's
fill it
all
with
taken
anything
up
this
by
week?
dust.
Dust, right?
One whole tree's worth of.
Remember, I don't remember. Did I bring this up on the podcast that I hadn't dumped my dust collection in like 3 or 4 weeks?
Who's
Yeah, I
to
was saying-
say if you bring it up in the podcast or just
I can't remember.
I said in the
General-
intro that if you played your cards right, you could do it by the end of the year. You also hit that milestone, Dan.
I did.
Wow.
I did. I cleaned it out. It was so bad. It was so bad.
I
Like
bet.
I got the dust collection functional, but my shop is just, it looks like the dust collector blew up in there.
So wait,
because
when your
the pipe
shop,
was completely full. I had to put the big leaf blower in it and just blow.
from what
It was-
tool?
all of them.
The
The-
planer
the-
and the drum sander.
Let me get this straight. You go to clean out the dust collector,
Uh-huh.
find out all the pipes are dirty.
Just the one main one.
Or okay, the main run. There's piles of sawdust, Sahara Desert in your shop.
Yes.
You take a photo, post it, and go, all right, my work is done. Let's go back to work. you just didn't clean it up.
No.
Hey,
No, I
All
just
of-
got the
all
dust
of-
For all
collector
we know, that
functional.
photo is just a live feed from your shop.
all of that sawdust on the floor is sawdust that's not in his lungs. So technically, the dust collector is doing what it's supposed to. His dump bucket is just
My floor is the dust
Not
collector.
the real floor is the dust collectors we
No, the pipe
clog
So-
along the way.
I never told you guys this.
Oh God!
Oh, another secret.
The pipe was clogged because at
Pipes-
one
the
point
pipes
during
were
that
calling.
at one point during that 3 or 4 week period, the dust collector got so weak that it wouldn't take the chips, the bigger chips, the fluffier chips from the planer.
Mhm.
So
Yeah,
instead
the
of
floopy
using the
boys.
planer and emptying the dust collector, I decided I'll just close the dust collector to the planer, open the one for the drum sander, and then I just started using the drum sander like I used to because that dust is finer, so it's easier to pick up with a weaker.
No, but it packs in tighter.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh,
happened.
so you had MDF cylinders up there.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, my nose is clogged and I don't know why.
Why are we friends with him?
Honestly,
Because I'm cute.
I. I think it's because it's
Those
just good.
groans did not sound like groans. I'm just gonna throw it up.
I think it's because it's just good for us to have a sign that there's always just a little bit further down you can fall.
Braden, we work with St. Jude. We don't need another charity case.
Yeah, but this one we have to see.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like the letter that you got. Like, oh, see, look, here's the kid from St. Jude's. Don't you want
Oh
to
my
donate more?
God. Should we do that? Just make like what we send out a letter.
What's the what's
Backstory is we donated on a like for our patrons, we donated from the podcast.
What's that
to St.
girl's
Jude.
name that she always Sarah McLachlan. She always sings
Oh,
that
yeah.
song.
I will remember.
No, it's a different one.
It's the other one, not the one when
So
somebody
I get
dies.
this letter
God.
that's like, "Hey, thanks for donating. You should donate more because." And then picture of child with cancer, and then story about child with cancer. Which like just attacking me at my heartstrings. I'm like, do we need to donate more? Playing hardball here, St. Jude's. We're doing our best. We're trying to get makers.
They know
help.
what they're doing.
So we should just do that. But like Dan is a 65-year-old male with thoughts of 90s in his heart.
Just doing the best he can with the tools the good Lord gave him.
And half a walnut tree in his lungs.
And a partridge in the pear
tree.
So anyways, those got done and delivered. And I am still trying to work my way through some Christmas orders on Etsy. There's a lot of unhappy people out there, at least according to my Etsy store. So
Dan single-handedly may have ruined several Christmases.
He's like the Grinch, but so far his heart has not grown 3 sizes this day.
I think it has. It's mostly fat buildup.
You know what we should talk? I mean, God, it's so fun just to rag on Dan. But we should probably point out the sheer volume of sales that Dan does in Christmas time. It's what you and I are doing times like 10 combined. You and me combined times 10.
Yes, but
10?
Yes, but I agree. But I'd say I will put good money on the fact that at least a quarter of the work that he has during the holidays is pre-holiday work that is
actually Q2 pre-summer
like
sale
Q3 work. Yeah, it's like it's all stuff from September, August, October. Yeah.
All right, that's fine. Dan, I tried. Dan, I tried.
Braden has access to your everything, so we can.
Yeah, and he's defending me. So what does that tell you?
You were literally bragging to us how you shipped out a table the other day that was like, it was so many days overdue.
We literally titled an episode about how late you were shipping.
22 overdue by 22.
Actually, even worse, a couple weeks before that, you messaged us because you had an issue with a customer where you ended up delivering or sending the tables out.
Charles.
But you printed a label when the tables were already like, 50 days overdue or something? That's when you printed a label.
30.
But then took another month to actually ship it. He's not defending himself a lot there.
You're splitting atoms over here.
I'm splitting weeks here. Yeah.
Dan, it's not great when I'm the only one defending you here. Like, come on, man. Help me out a little bit.
But I will give credit where credit is due. Dan finally delivered the tables. Not only that,
what other kind of credit you offering? Can I borrow $20?
You got the bulk order for Bill Burkle almost done.
Yes.
Yep.
But wait. Now I have
just in time for somebody to spend their $250 gift card that they win in the St. Jude's raffle.
Braden, did you see most of this order?
I've seen the order with my eyes. I should have taken a picture. I did have my meta glasses on.
I don't know if it was that or he like, I printed the labels. It's basically that's all.
No, it's almost done. There's a box with actual stuff
going to Bill right here.
Okay.
Don't hold the box up like that. It is not impressive.
Like scraps.
It looks empty.
I know that was part of the plan.
Not impressive.
It was part of the plan, Braden. Shut up.
Right. What else, Dan?
Yeah. What do you?
That's it.
Dan, you're launching right into some stuff in January. Those contracts are signed. Should we start talking about that, or do we not want to talk about that yet?
Apparently, I signed a contract to be an Oliver brand ambassador or influencer or whatever you want to call it.
Oliver Wiggs?
Dan specifically signed it with his hands.
Oliver Tools.
Oh,
they're throwing in. They're giving our raffle a table saw, a drill press, and a
planer.
Yeah, we didn't tell them those are the tools from your shop.
No, they're going to send me big boy toys.
Oh, big
boy toys.
Sea of Blue 2026.
That's what they said. We want to see a Sea of Blue, and I'm like, okay.
That's what I said.
You have any dust collectors?
We did look. It's kind of crazy. They've been around for so long that they have made tools and then stopped selling tools and then made them again and then stopped selling them.
Mm-hmm.
They've got their do you need to buy parts little section is.
Do they have any lathes?
They do have lathes. At one point in the early 1900s, they made a 62-foot long lathe that was specifically made to create masts, and their main customer for it was the U.S. Navy.
Ooh.
Dope.
Wow.
Maybe I'll get into lathing.
No, you won't.
No, you won't.
No, you're not allowed
Hard
to.
pass.
No, definitely
Negative.
not.
Come on.
Not allowed to.
Come on.
No.
I
Unfriend.
can make my own table legs.
Unsubscribe.
No,
you've already got
no.
you've already got a way to do that you haven't figured out how to do.
Dan, you literally sold me your lathe because you never used it.
Maybe I want to redo.
I know you don't.
You don't even use it.
I'll tell you what. I will personally go and negotiate a brand deal for you to get a lathe.
And then you have to do lathe content.
The second you get one singular table leg out of your rotary for your CNC. Pete, I just bought myself 6 years.
6 years. We're more like infinity. Am I right? High five.
And it's only going to happen when I decide to do it anyway.
Also, apparently, I'm going to be a brand ambassador for Jobber,
which will help keep you on track.
Yes. So we'll talk more about that in the future.
Sell out.
So here's the thing. Also, another thing that's been happening kind of behind the scenes, but not really because we talk about it because I've given Braden access to all my stuff. Braden's also acting as my agent, and he's going after brand deals and stuff. With the caveat that he gets all my other tools that we replace. So I'm like, okay, that's fine.
My rates are cheap, and my tolerance for Dan is high. So
he likes me. I don't know why.
I don't either. God, Aretha asks me every day. Really?
Also, apparently, I'm going to be selling some Mary Kay products. So look out for that.
Yeah, I didn't say I was real picky about the brand deals I negotiated.
No.
I still think we missed out on the wigs, guys. We could have done it. They liked our content. They said in the email, they said, we love your content.
I'm willing to bet that comes back around. I bet it does. Anyway, that's it. That's all I have to talk about, I think. What am I missing?
Dan, we were so excited when we found out you are going to get help in the shop.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that.
Well, we're going to talk about it.
It's still raw.
No. Mm-mm.
I feel hurt.
Oh, yeah, my wife is working in the shop. So, that's it.
Fine. That's
All
it.
right.
I feel like you had more stuff going on.
Not really.
I feel like you're going to do that thing where we're going to be talking about like...
I'll
Then I
definitely
went
do
to
that.
Chick-fil-A and Dan's going to be like, speaking of Chick-fil-A, I built this new design for a table.
I purchased a Chick-fil-A franchise.
Not yet. I'm working on it.
All right, Bright Guy, what do you got?
Well, in addition to essentially impersonating Daniel Dunlap online,
You mean identity theft?
yeah,
Identity theft is not a joke, Braden.
I'm a social security number away from just I could open up credit cards.
I don't know.
Because he doesn't have his own.
At this point, I don't know if he has my social security number or not. I don't remember what all I've given him.
I guarantee it's in your email
Do
somewhere.
you have a copy of my birth certificate too, by chance?
I think you've probably sent it on some tax form in your email. So,
dang it.
anyway, if anybody's looking for some personalized IDs with Daniel Dunlap's, fake IDs. No, in addition to that, I went the other way. I decided to be unbusy during the holiday time frame, which is really easy when you're unbusy other times, and Dan's so busy that he can't help you finish the built-ins that you're sitting waiting to do.
Damn.
Bro doesn't have anything to do. And he's like, hey, will you do this one order I need to get done for me? Guy that has 100 orders he needs to do? Yeah, sure, I'll get it.
Don't you
Why
get
not?
to like a
you were
video?
sitting there waiting for something to dry.
I was waiting for Nick's table to dry when you
Yeah.
asked
Oh, let me
me.
run the CNC real quick.
And that's what it was. It was a file that already existed. It came from 2 years ago, Hamilton Dilbeck's Make Timber file. It was the little stacking figurines. It just needed to be cut out of scrap. It didn't need to be any similar sizes.
No, I cut him.
Within
I cut him
reason.
and finished him real quick.
He cut them immediately. And I
did.
said, Dan, this customer purchased from us at our craft fair.
Yeah.
So I think that you can maybe, can you get these to them today or tomorrow? You know, the day before Christmas Eve or
My
Christmas Eve?
intentions were pure and good.
His intentions were pure as fresh driven snow.
And then
his follow through was as expected.
as soon as I got Nick's tables done and delivered, because I hand delivered those tables to Nick. I took them over there. I put them in place. I even so there were 2 tables, and I was carrying one in. I was like, "Hey, will you grab the other table?" And Nick goes, "No, you are delivering both." I'm like, "Oh, Jay, that's where we're at."
Thank you, Nick.
Anyway, I delivered those tables. I didn't even spend 5 minutes with Nick and his wife. I was like, "I'm glad you like them. I'm sorry I can't stay. Gotta go." And I bolted.
Weren't they like leaving immediately after you showed up too?
No, that was a lie. He told you guys. It was a lie.
Was it or was it not?
They went nowhere.
I don't know if I believe you or not.
What are you talking about?
Wait, they were like heading out.
Town?
No.
That wasn't a thing? They weren't going hiking in Arizona?
No.
Oh.
That's something they would do.
Yeah, it's exactly something they would do.
They hosted his family's Christmas yesterday.
Oh, and we didn't get an invite? Wow, Nick.
Correct.
Thanks.
Yeah. I made the tables. That's why he was texting about the tables and making one for his mother-in-law.
I thought they went somewhere and you were going to have to ship one of those tables. That's why I thought going back and stealing one of them and shipping it to his mother-in-law would have been easy.
Oh, maybe you're right. I thought they were hosting dinner. I don't know. Why are we talking about Nick Brim?
Because he's top tier patron.
We're closing out the bit, which almost opened up to a new bit by his mother-in-law purchasing one.
Yeah.
I can't.
Which would have been hilarious.
I'm
What was
not
I saying?
emotionally ready
Oh,
for
yeah.
that.
So I cut out your figurines. I delivered the tables. I got, everybody was happy. I went home and I laid on the couch and turned my brain off because I was like, I'm done for the day. And then the next day was Christmas Eve. And I had a bunch of stuff that I needed to get done because Kayla asked me to do husbandly stuff.
So you're like running around.
Yes. And then we left to go to Lincoln, Nebraska to go to her brother's house at like 12:30.
Which is south of your house in the direction of where this customer's house address was.
Yes, but I'd forgotten.
Oh, I know.
I was gone until probably 8 p.m. and I didn't get home until 8 p.m. Christmas Eve night. And then we did our family gift opening because we do Christmas Eve gift opening. And not Christmas morning.
See, I was hoping for a Christmas present from Dan.
And
which
then
was just follow through.
And then after that, we went to bed.
Damn.
We went to bed. Maybe next year, Braden. Next year's your year.
I don't think so.
I'm a busy guy.
Well, luckily for us, our customer forgot that she had asked about them.
Yeah,
so I dropped them off.
She's like, oh.
I dropped them off today. Well, she had emailed me earlier in the week about, so it's not like she just like completely forgot that she had ordered them. But I went to drop them off this week because she emailed me Tuesday, and that's why I asked you. Normally, I would never ever put my faith in you to follow through on something like this.
Wow.
Wow. Damn. Wrecked him. Denver killed him.
You knew it was bad when I called you and asked you to do it.
Damn.
But between Tuesday and today, she had forgotten. But she was very happy.
A girl after my own heart.
She was very happy.
I forgot to carry
the extra little bonuses that we threw in the bag.
Was she happy with that?
She was, I think.
Very good.
I mean, she seemed happy. We gave her a
margarita board too.
Yeah, a margarita board and a trivet. I basically walked into Dan's inventory and just took whatever. He's like, take whatever you want. I'm like,
this and this.
Take whatever you want, Braden. I was like, good, we're on the same page. But yeah, I got those delivered. I have been. So we were out of town for Christmas. Because
we
just
of the way that it was.
I don't know. Years ago, the idea of doing holidays and like the whole family dynamic and like the stress of trying to coordinate a bunch of people who are only like 70% interested in being coordinated with. You guys have met me before, correct? Like, I'm a chill guy. I'm very hands off. I handle stress well. I realized that I don't like that feeling, and it does not bring me joy. And so Aretha and I just started traveling over holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas. Like we just try and be out of town. And so we went to Minneapolis this year, just kind of spur of the moment, and we did the Mall of America before Christmas Eve, the night before Christmas Eve. No, we did it on Christmas Eve or the day of Christmas Eve.
You went to the mall before
of America.
We went to the Mecca of capitalism the night before Christmas. You don't
know what the Mall of America is, Pete. Shut your mouth.
We have one too.
No. You don't have one of these.
This is the Mall of America.
I mean, this is in America. It's a mall.
It's not a Mall of America. No, this is the Mall of America.
They call it Xanadu. It has an indoor ski rink.
Yeah, the one that we went to has a Nickelodeon Universal like amusement park in the center.
I thought you were going to say Nickelback something.
I guarantee there was a Nickelback theme song.
Got a live Nickelback cover band going 24/7.
There's a full blown aquarium in the basement. And it was neat. We don't shop. We're not like shopping people. So we didn't set foot in one single store, but we spent the whole day at the amusement park and it was a ton of fun. Gabby, my timid, very particular daughter, who I would have never expected to hop on roller coasters with my adrenaline junkie wife, hopped on. We about scarred her on one of them. On accident. We here's the thing, like you gotta work up, so you do something really basic and then you do like something faster and then faster, a little
ladybug roller coaster that just goes up and down.
Yeah, pretty much.
Start like on teacups. Everyone knows that you start on teacups.
She started on the swings that go like the carousel, but you're on swings. Yes. They did that, and the problem is we did like two, and then Aretha wasn't paying attention. Somebody wasn't paying attention, and we overshot it. So we went to the Fairly Odd Parents, two people facing each other, and it like spins while doing the roller coaster, and I would immediately vomit.
And you're sitting in this thing facing each other.
Yeah, just looking at some strangers, just like this is the end.
You come here often?
Gabby keeps her cool. And then like gets off the ride, and I didn't realize that they had already gone. So like I grabbed my cool video, and then they get done. They hop off. Gabby walks out. I'm like, okay, she's either gonna Ralph or she's gonna be super chill about it. She doesn't throw up, but she walks up to me. I'm like, that was awesome. Like hyping her up, just gassing her, and you could just see in her face. She goes from okay to not okay, but not like breakdown, but just like scarred inside a little bit. Just like that was not what I was expecting, and I'll kill anybody that makes me go back on it. You just see her, just not ready for it.
So the same look that Dan had when he delivered the tables.
Yes.
I'm going to kill anyone that makes me do this again.
But then we took a break. We went to the Lego area. She got to buy some Legos. And then we went and did some other roller coasters. She was fine. But like the moment of panic that just happened to me.
I love that she had like a life-changing mental like turmoil moment, and you're like, I gotta fix it. This wound is fresh. We got a packet full of Legos. We gotta change this memory.
It worked immediately. And then they went and did a couple more roller coasters. She doesn't like being backwards, turns out. We figured that out. She doesn't like hurtling through time and space backwards, which I totally get. That's awful.
She would have hated being a kid in the 80s, sitting backwards in a car, that last seat, you know.
I used to lay in the back window.
But stagecoaches didn't go that fast. That was different.
They did if you had two horses and they were running.
Dan,
you had a whip and you were going, yeah.
Dan, did you think of something? You had the look.
Oh, yeah. You reminded me of something when you said time and space.
Oh, God. What did I remind you of?
Oh, my God. Dan's talking about theoretical physics. Go.
Buckle up. I had a weird dream last night.
I swear to God, if you kiss anybody on this call, I will disconnect and we'll never speak again.
Is that how I make it stop?
That's how you make it stop.
Oh, no. I got caught in a time loop in 2011. I couldn't get back here. And I was in 2011.
What was it like being caught in a time loop with the dudes the Party Rock Anthem guys?
It was awful. After a while, it sucked.
Because like every day they're shuffling.
Every day they
do.
It was a weird dream. There was a lot of other things happening.
Wait, was the whole year looping or one day?
Was it Groundhog Day or Groundhog Year? So you just
the whole year was looping.
So like in 3 days, it would just be January 1st, 2011 again?
No. There was no detail like that. Like, it was weird because I kept jumping in time. At first, it was 2018, and then it was 2014, and then it was 2011. And
so you weren't in any way stuck in a time loop.
That's what I was calling it in the dream. Okay,
got it. So like the complete opposite of the thing that you were time traveling.
A time loop, it's just time traveling.
Yeah. Whatever. Time doesn't exist.
Okay.
Anyway, that's what happened to me.
Okay, whatever you say, Doc.
How do you think that the little wind-up monkey with the symbols in your brain like decided what years to go to?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I think Kayla forgot to wind him this morning.
Yeah, she did. I haven't been wound in a while.
Dan, stop it.
Anyway, we did the stereotypical Chinese food for Christmas. That was a lot of fun.
You're not Jewish.
I'm Jewish.
Boke's a Jewish last name.
Sorry. If you haven't seen that movie, I'm doing the movie.
I sure hope so.
Spaceballs?
No, the Christmas Story, where they go to the Chinese restaurant at the end of the movie, and they come out, and the staff is trying to sing Christmas carols, and they're going rah, 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 rah.
I don't like that. I know you're.
That's what happens to the movie.
I got it, but no.
It was funny.
And then we came back yesterday, and in addition to being disappointed by Dan, we hit up IKEA, which was right there. That was a nightmare. I don't know what it is about IKEAs. They are designed to break relationships and marriages, and
they're designed to make you feel like you're lost.
There was a brief moment where IKEA was like, "Oh, I'm getting under, like I'm breaking the rock solid partnership of Braden and Aretha," and I recognize it. I'm like, "Not today, IKEA. Not today. I don't care about these Tupperware this much. I don't care." And then we were good. Swedish meatballs are delicious. I spent today building furniture from IKEA. I started a project today and finished it today. Fake. One day. Can either of you guys say that you've ever done that? Started a whole cabinet and finished it in one day?
Yes, actually, I can.
Yeah. I think I've done that. Yeah.
Shut your mouths.
Well,
custom?
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. This right here.
Yeah, actually, most recently when I did Dan's CNC tables, the file I did in one day, sanded, run it over.
You can do those in like 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
What's it like being dirty, filthy liars?
What's it like being better than everyone else? I don't know. My epoxy floors speak for themselves.
But imagine if it had black flakes.
Listen.
Dang.
It makes the shop look bigger. Listen, there's nothing wrong with IKEA furniture. It fills
nothing at all.
It
There's
fills the
nothing
holes
wrong with
that
pine.
you need to fill that you don't have time to fill with hardwood at this time. You can fill those holes with cardboard wood.
Well, and here's the thing. Gabby's craft room and craft organization furniture, it does not have to be white oak and it does not have to be bespoke.
You're
It could
just
be a
repeating what your
bunch of
wife
squares.
told you. It
Rhymed.
does.
I like that.
That's exactly what Aretha told me as my heart broke a little bit as I bought furniture. I'm like, I could totally
You're-
build this. She's like,
You're
nope.
giving in to the propaganda.
She told me, Braden, you could build this if the built-ins were done.
Oh, that's your fault.
And then I almost
Snap.
had to call you while we were there so that you could explain to Gabby why she didn't get furniture.
Gabby, this is why you're not getting
Oh, you're
Christmas.
gone. You're not getting Christmas presents.
I'll be like, Gabby, you're not the first. Ain't gonna be the last.
I
Also,
say, though,
it turns out nothing in my wood shop can make an office chair. So I didn't have to feel bad about that one.
fair enough. What, getting an office chair
Wait,
in
what?
IKEA? I feel like feels wrong.
It's
I
better
need
than
to
the
send
Amazon
you the
office
video
chair.
from Pask Makes where he makes his own office chair out of walnut.
Yeah,
Oh,
but is
yeah.
it cushioned? I don't know how to sew. Or
I don't know how to sew. Not yet.
I'll get back to you on that.
I think you should
Oh,
start sewing.
actually, I wish we
before
had
you
a.
finish the built-ins.
I wish we had a. Let's do maker news.
Sure.
anyway, that was my
after
last
all
week.
this. After all this.
Dan wants to talk about sewing. Weird.
No, I have a cool video I want to talk about.
Oh, I got my laser up and going again too before we did all of that stuff. My tear through cleaning out the shop and just trashing, giving away, deleting anything in my way of having an open fuller plan is going very well. I put fume extraction and I extended my fume extraction from where my laser was to the new location. And I bought a bunch of PVC pipe to do it because last time I looked, PVC pipe was cheaper than HVAC metal piping.
That's what you get
But
for
I
trying
like
to
the
mix
look-
metric and SCA. That's
I
your
like-
problem.
The look of metal piping. And so I foil wrapped the PVC.
Dude, that was a choice.
That was a choice.
It was a choice. I get it.
And you guys make fun of me for some of the dumb shit I do.
I'd be very careful
So
how you tread through this situation, Dan.
let me get this straight. It's still up there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the job is done. At this point, I feel stupid for making assumptions based on previous purchases, which were the times of COVID. So pricing was all over the place. Who knows about anything? I don't know. End of the day, I broke down my pricing between PVC and the metal piping that I probably could have just gotten. It was the same price. Even with
Does
the
that
foil
inc-
wrapping.
okay.
Yes, it includes the foil wrapping. I did the math. I didn't lose money. I just lost an hour's worth of time. And it's one of those things where oh, it's shiny. I
And
feel
it's aluminum
slightly better
coated.
about it.
It's not stupid. It's just
It's just stupid
It's
how I could have
something.
fixed my life.
If
My
anyone
life could have been better.
asks, Stone from Winfinity said I needed to do it for grounding.
Yeah. There's no static charge that
you
gets
have a
carried.
built-in ground wire now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
I
you
get it.
go.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, that's what it is. So, but the fume extraction it all works great. It's fantastic. I also designed some PVC wall mounts that work really, really well. Totally unnecessary and totally overbuilt considering I could have just used 8-gauge HVAC metal piping, but
Or you could have just made some out of tinfoil.
Dan, I'll strike you. I'll strike you just
I'm so
full in the
lazy
mouth.
with the strapping. I literally just buy the roll of the strapping
Yeah.
with the holes in it, and I just screw it tight to the
And
wall.
I have a bunch of that from my dust collection, and I'm in cleaning the shop. I'm also trying to upscale my life. So I'm trying to make things a little bit nicer, make them look a little bit more intentional. So that's kind of the thought. They're not all winners, but the function works beautifully. It's extracting the shit out of
What
my.
about the feng shui?
Oh, it's feng shuied as hell.
Okay.
Also, I had a random 8-inch fan, like fume extraction fan, that Amazon wouldn't let me return because apparently it's like against chemical terms and conditions or something like that, which is really weird.
Okay.
But it's just been sitting around. Now that is in line, so I've got a 6-inch at the end and an 8-inch in the middle.
Ooh.
Oh man, this thing's like practically
Distracting
suction.
so much.
Oh, just be careful that you don't. Anyway, it works really, really well.
So,
I also love. Sorry to jump back to the pipes.
The pipes are calling.
I love that we were in a group chat and Nick Brim oftentimes, too many times for his own good, is right. And he was just like, why don't you just 3D print the adapters? And you
that
were
was
like,
me.
or was that you? Oh,
I
let's
want
give
the
Nick-
credit for that one.
No.
I want the
Nick Brim
credit for that.
Oh,
Someone
I did
in the
do.
chat, probably Nick, was like, hey, why don't you just 3D print the adapters? And you were like, yes.
Luckily, that was when I was starting. And because I robbed some of the sewer PVC.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you were mixing like three
I robbed
styles, right?
I robbed sewer PVC from my dust collection, and then I also got Schedule 40 PVC because it was cheaper now.
How do they call it Schedule 40? I've heard that term.
Schedule 39 was already taken.
Well, that's why schedule, but whatever.
Oh, it's
You got to write it down somewhere.
But
put it
yeah,
on the
so
schedule.
the inner and outer diameters of both those, while they say 6-inch on them, neither one of them
Oh,
is
it's a
quite
3x4 or
quite the
2x4
right.
situation?
Kind of. Yeah, they're like just a little bit off. So I was trying to figure out how to join them because I got one like actual PVC joint and it wasn't fitting right. And I'm like, now I gotta go get step downs and do this. And yeah, Nick's like, why don't you just 3D model? Oh, Dan was just like, why don't you just 3D model and print
I think
one?
it was actually Sutton. Sutton may have been.
It was me.
And
I'll
I was
pull up
like,
the receipts.
I had oh yeah, I have tools that can fix almost all of my problems, at least in this, non-mental problems. And I promptly went and 3D modeled an adapter and printed it out, and it worked beautifully. So thank you, Dan. That was also very late. I was not.
You're welcome, buddy. I'm here for you.
You know how new cars like shut down, like you've got V8 power, and then on the freeway, you're like a 2-cylinder to save gas?
No,
Like it'll shut down
buy
cylinders.
different cars.
Yeah, bitch cars.
Okay, it's actually mostly trucks now, like larger
What do you
Not
vehicles.
buy?
mine.
Ford F50s?
Anyway, long story short, I was firing on like 2 cylinders at that point. I think it was like 11 o'clock at night. I've been doing this all day. I was at the end of a lot of ropes.
I just hope all that pipe was not in any way inside the taped off zones.
No, I like kicked everything out of the tape zones, like the no squares. I've done a really good job of keeping everything out of Aretha's special walkway. Aretha's special. Oh, she's gonna murder me if that's the show title.
Well,
Dan, show title.
Dan doesn't have.
No. Laying pipe in Aretha's special walkway.
Hey, do you guys remember that other thing that just about broke down this entire friendship? This is one of those.
Oh, man.
Anyway, Pete,
Florida dust collection ratio?
what the hell did you do this last week?
Yo, people that do end grain cutting boards for a living, like I don't know, like
they're the worst, aren't they?
Two Moose or Justin, like, man, you guys are insane. End grain
You say inlay cutting boards?
No, just end grain cutting boards. Inlay is another beast too, because you're making tiny end grain cutting boards to be blanks for the other cutting boards too. Just doing end grain boards is so annoying. Like, it's just extra steps. It's just I don't know. Anyways, I got all mine glued up to the end grain pattern.
Oh, that's right. You needed to do a couple for somebody.
Yeah, they're finally They are actually, they were going to come out of the clamps today, but they're still in
Oh,
clamps.
you didn't get them done for Christmas. What's that like?
Oh, wow. What's that like? Wow.
We got permission. It's fine. They knew they asked me last minute, and then we were in Florida ironically, it's for somebody in Florida, so they're okay with it. But yeah, I felt bad about not doing them by Christmas. Actually,
That's awful.
well, anyway, so I got all the end grain boards done. It's a pain in the butt, and I pretty much maxed out my drum sander and my planer for some of these boards because they're big boys. I could have. I did my math pretty damn well, and I got the boards down to like where I was just cutting slivers off when I was finishing them to their final dimensions. So I feel good about that. I didn't waste a lot of wood, which is always nice because walnut sucks as far as buying walnut these days. And this was
Tis pricey.
This was I got a pretty good deal because I went with Keith, and my name dropped. I'm with him, and they were like, "All right, $9 a board foot," so it was pretty good for air dried. But they came out pretty good. I went with so I did all my math, even for the pieces, how thick they were, and then I got it pretty dang close to when I flipped them over to be a brick pattern. So it's like full brick and then half brick offset.
Brick killed a guy.
Brick killed a guy. So it was really nice to get those done. I just need to run them all through the drum sander and then just start sanding. So that's going to be nice. I keep forgetting. I got to reach out to Justin Just go to campfirewoodworks.com and you buy.
Can I give you a little tip?
Yeah.
Tip? Be careful running them through the drum sander. Take very, very little at a time. And don't go too fast because the drum sander can introduce a lot of heat because of the friction at once burning onto one side of the board, and it can make your board cup really bad.
Oh, I haven't had the cup issue.
Yeah, be careful. Yeah.
But I'm also I'm alternating it back and forth a bunch, but I try to do fast light passes or nice and slow deeper passes. Yeah, I also like my drum sander, it's great. Got it for $300, but it's one of those like Ryobi ones, old school boys. I really want a new one. The mechanism that holds the paper in place it absolutely sucks. So I'm just looking for something better. I might have to invest in something in the near future, but for now it's doing a job. So those are done. They're assembled, ready for sanding, essentially, which is a big win. I have been kind of ignoring. I had to force myself to not just do like the light version of like, oh, I'm taking a day off, but I'm still checking my phone and email. I just straight up put my phone face down for most of the last couple of days. And it's been kind of lovely. But yesterday I looked at, it was like after 3:00 in the morning, I finished with those boards, gluing them up. And I looked at my phone and I'm like, let me
and
see.
You realized that Emma had texted you like 3,000 times.
No.
You left us at the store.
No. I have Emma on loud where everyone else gets muted. But I checked my Etsy and I'm like, let me just see what my orders are. Like, I know I have 2 or 3 in there that I got to get out. And one of them is overdue. Luckily, it's for a friend of mine for custom ornaments. And she's like, they're fine for after the holidays because she ordered like right before Christmas. And I got to ship them. So
what's it like not being a star seller?
Dude, I haven't been star seller in like a year. And it's always because of responses. Because I always look at my phone and go, oh, I'll get back to them in a little bit. And then it becomes and then it's like a day. The amount of times I've responded at 24 hours just by getting lucky and picking up my phone. But it's like 24 hours and 1 second. So I've
come to the conclusion that being a star seller on Etsy is only like it's only useful because you get to have that little badge on your profile. Like, it doesn't give you anything else.
I think it doesn't.
It doesn't.
No, not. I don't know if there's like any like. Well, Etsy says that they boost you or whatever, but I think it helps you with the psyche of the customer.
It may. But I don't think Etsy gives you anything else, because if you go to the Etsy subreddit, which I peruse once in a while, I've tried to dip my feet into that subreddit and they've shamed me out of there. So, but anyways, I still lurk, and everybody agrees that having a star seller badge doesn't like hurt your sales or boost your sales in any way.
Yeah, my sales haven't like gone up or down in any significant way since I've lost it.
Just look at me. I am no way, shape, or form a star seller, and I'm doing okay.
I'm not a great example, but I'm still doing it.
Sounds like the words of a couple of non-star sellers to me.
Okay.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, shut your face. No, but it's, I don't think it's really nice to have, but if you don't have it, it's not the end of the world. Plus, you always get those badges. So even if you don't get star seller for one thing, you get the other badges that are like, oh, it ships on time. Or, well, Dan, you've never seen these. So
has a great personality.
Yeah.
I've never seen any of those.
So, yeah, anyways, so I just got to get caught up on those. I also just realized I have a TikTok shop order, which those I've completely given up on TikTok shop. Like, I just don't care for it. I might actually turn off my TikTok shop and go back to a creator account, because the amount of money I've made with TikTok shop is less than I probably would have made just doing the
I'm back to creator, and
for content.
I get
tens of dollars.
Nope.
Hundreds?
Tens of pennies.
Oh, tens of pennies. Look at this guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to keep that one going. It's nice because it does link to my Shopify, so it's just showing sales on there, but I don't know if it's worth it. Plus, they're also very strict. They need stuff shipped in 3 days, which is bonkers. Yeah,
that's not gonna happen.
That's why I don't have any custom stuff on there. But what else? So aside from that, that and ignoring my customers, which has been nice. What else do I have here? I've just kind of been kicking back. I've been trying to really just like not stress out. I told you guys about the Temu partnership that I did. They just keep asking for revisions on the videos, and I'm getting to the point where I'm like, F off. Like this, you're paying me less than half of what I asked per video, and you just keep giving me revisions that make no sense. And in notes I'm sending you back on why the editing's a certain way for the sake of the story, you're like I have a looping video. I sent them a looping video. So the end of the sentence of the video is the start of the video, right? But you can start the video without, having to see the end of it to make sense. And they're like, it sounds like your audio's just cut off at the end. Can you fix that? I'm like, well, it's to loop the video. The brand's still waiting on you to make the correction. I'm like, like I said in the previous email, it's an intentional thing. And in the beginning, I say, like, this is for a router bit for the ultrasonic cleaner. I literally say to them, oh man, this feels like brand new, because it actually did a really good job on these bits. And they're like, well, the bit still looks like scratched up. Can you re-record it? I'm like, it's a used bit that has been cleaned with a cleaner. Like, do you guys not like look at this at all? So I'm getting close to just telling them to Dan off, where Dan just goes full Dan.
I really hate how often the Dan approach to some of these situations is actually the right. I hate it.
I don't want to reward bad behavior
much. Dan had a customer email a customer from an Etsy order that found his website and emailed him through Shopify. And long story short,
on Christmas Eve.
And I was going to ignore it.
I was going to ignore it, and Braden was like,
I'm in his email. So I'm also doing some gentle customer service work,
which I didn't ask for, and I appreciate.
You did not. No. This is just me rooting around, just making Dan's life better. And this guy just clearly he doesn't have the saw that he bought the insert for, and he broke it,
trying to force it.
And he's like, it's completely backwards. Like, it's almost like maybe it's just not the right thing, dude. And I'm trying to walk this guy through, up to the modern.
They're stupid.
I mean, I'd be happy with him recognizing that it's past the year 2000 and not the 1900s. Not making a ton of headway there. And finally, the guy's just like, well, can you replace it? It's like, and I'm being Dan this whole time. I'm like, I do not know what saw you have. And even if I did, I only make that one, which means I do not make the piece for your saw. No, this is outside of our level of responsibility.
Yeah.
And the guy hasn't responded yet. But
Good.
I hate rewarding Dan for the fine. Blowing up would have been more effective.
But here's the thing. No, this is the.
I
let's
blow
not
up
reward this.
nicely.
No. This is Dan. This is the exception. We only talk about the exceptions, and that's when we're like, oh, well, do the Dan approach. In most cases, we never do the Dan approach. I mean, Dan, actually, the one thing you didn't talk about that was on your bench was your scorched earth approach to starting fresh next week.
Oh yeah.
Dan, would you like to just mention that real quick? What your
Yeah,
possible
my wife doesn't
solution
like this idea. Just
being
as a-
able to work
as a
on-
preface.
I'm on Kayla's side. I was here when this idea came up.
Yeah, it came up. I was like, you know what would be a good idea? Is
Not
what
a
if
good
I
idea.
just
This would be an idea.
cancel all my Etsy orders and refund everybody and just start fresh for January. And my wife did not like that idea.
You do realize that like most of the orders that you have already gone into your bank account.
Yeah, I mean, I
So-
would take a huge financial hit. Yeah, for sure.
It's
But
like a
I'm almost
debit
willing to
charge
do
from
that
Etsy for $5,000.
I just want to start fresh, man.
I love how the concept of starting fresh does not include, I'm just going to get all these orders out so I can start fresh.
That's just crazy talk.
You know, number one thing that a business wants to do when they start up is get customers. Dan has the customers that goes, this is just stupid. I want to get back to the stressful part.
I was talking to Kayla about this. You know, I like money. I like getting paid. You know what I don't like? Working.
Holding on to that money or doing any work.
If I could figure out how to get money and not do anything, if I could monetize my ass plot on the couch,
You can.
somehow,
It's called streaming.
I'm going to look into it for 2026.
Yeah.
Streaming. I'm going to be a Twitch guy.
I can't wait to just finally assume Daniel. I'm going to like hostile takeover Daniel Dunlap Woodworks and just
To the point
AI
where
create.
you're literally running
I
the
am
shop.
just Dan.
You
yeah.
just show up for work every day. You clock in. You put on sandals and then you start working.
I'm
Just give me like 10%.
At a certain point, I'm going to give Dan 10%.
Like
I'm just
royalty
gonna buy
privileges.
his social media presence and Etsy account
Fine.
off of him,
That's
and
fine. I'll do that.
In
That'll
all
be that.
seriousness, though, Dan, I think you need to look
That's
at...
a great idea. You think it's a great idea. I get it. It's a pretty
No.
good idea.
I think what you, and again, I'm talking to the proxy Dan here, meaning Braden. Dan, what you, Braden, needs to do is look at yours, or his sales on Etsy and find the like top or the bottom 20% of sellers. Just get rid of that crap. And not just the items, the category. Like if your bow ties are not your top sellers or make you the most money, get rid of them.
They make money.
They make money, but do they make enough money to make them worth it? Because if you're making $200 per table, but you're making $2 per set of bow ties, is it freaking worth it?
Pete, I'm so glad that you bring up this idea
The way
of
Dan's acting already,
bottom
I can tell
performers.
He, as soon as numbers, actual numbers, real life numbers came up, he shut down.
Pete, I would like to take you back to this Tuesday, not 4 days ago, as
The
we're
year of our
driving.
Lord,
the year of
2025.
our Lord, 2025. As we are driving to Minneapolis, and Aretha's playing Tetris on her phone, Gabby's on her iPad, and I'm just sitting there
Also playing Tetris
entertaining
driving.
myself as an extrovert in a car full of introverts. And I start to think, I wonder what Dan's bottom 5% SKUs are. I'm just going to delete them off Etsy.
Oh no.
I haven't done that, but I have pulled the reporting data already that night.
They're not bow
What is it?
ties, I'll
What is
tell
it?
you
What is
that.
it?
I'd have to pull it up. It's on my iPad. But I downloaded it and I literally had the thought of, I'm just going to start axing stuff off of Dan's.
Tell me his bottom performers, please.
They're probably one-off cutting boards because I have those on there.
I will pull them up and we will go over it on Tuesday.
Okay, great.
Because
Can't wait.
I don't have it's upstairs and I'm not going to go get it. But it's funny that you bring that up because I not 1 week ago had the exact conversation with myself of because I'm even going down materials like hey, if the Paduke of this thing you sell one, we're not even offering anymore. It's gone. It's out of here. Sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then you upset that one person.
I don't care about that one
Dan,
person.
do you care about that one person?
Dan, do you care about that one person? Honestly.
I do.
No, you don't. You're a dirty liar.
That's a liar.
I don't even know where to find that information.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
That's why you're not in charge of this.
This is my store.
I just think there's a lot of stuff that might be potentially wasting your time, Dan.
And I think that applies to a lot of people, and it's especially custom stuff or, you'll have these boards or these products where, you get a sale every now and then, but every time you get a sale of that one product, it's like, oh, this is going to suck. I don't want to do it.
Yeah.
Just get rid of it. It's not worth unless it's
that like, let's say you have a custom order for an engraved whatever, like let's say it's an ornament or Dan, for you, like let's say it's a template for bow ties, but you're like, I gotta go cut down a sheet of acrylic and then have it cut out.
Those are some of my easiest things.
Easy.
But is it the most cost effective and time effective? Because when you're walking past Nick Brim's tables every day for 6 months, and then, just like, I'll get to this later. I got to do this acrylic sheet real quick. This is going to take less time. But like, it's stuff that might be distracting you from other work. Braden's blurry. Oh, I think we lost him.
Oh no.
Oh, there he is.
Okay. Yeah, I'm here. I don't know what the heck's going on with my camera.
I don't know. Just this is thinking out loud because I've even looked at this on my own shop and like, there's a couple items here that I feel like I don't want to have on my Etsy anymore. So, well, that's it on my, that was, I guess, still a bench. I don't know.
Great.
We just kind of went off on a bunch of topics here. Anyways, should we Dan wanted to do news real quick?
Yeah, now I need to find, there it is. Okay.
Hey, Dan, read, if you were to guess like 6 random numbers.
42069
that were maybe in your text messages.
Oh, just text them. Don't read them aloud. All right, while you're doing that, I'm gonna.
No, don't worry
about it. No. I'm not letting you into my Etsy store. I don't like where this is going.
All right, let's do this.
Good news, everyone.
Dan, you had one bit of news that you wanted to tell us.
One. It's not really news, but I like to shout out like really unique and totally left field builds I find on YouTube every now and then.
Here we go.
Fortress Fine Woodworks made a toilet out of solid walnut. And he 3D printed the innards.
Wait.
So that it's watertight.
So it's not completely out of walnut.
But it's like 99.99% walnut.
Here we go.
Go check it out. It is fantastic. I'm going to give Pete the link to it. So
and I'll try to remember to put it in there. I thought this would be
worth the watch.
Because we were talking about sewing, and you're like, "Oh, I got a thing. I got to talk to you guys about. I'll talk about it on the good news." Okay. All right.
It's a good build.
Why don't we get into some questions, guys?
Ask away, don't be coy. Time for the questions with the AWP boys.
Woo! Oh, that was awesome. That was so great. All right, guys, you ready? You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, first question. Chris will make.
Hey, guys. Think you briefly touched upon CNC bits a few podcasts ago, but for somebody just starting out with a CNC, which types of bits would you suggest purchasing to start out with? I'm assuming I will need a spoil board flattening bit, a downcut bit, and a V-groove bit. But am I missing anything important? Thanks. Chris at Chris Will Make.
Yes.
Dan?
Guess who got a CNC for Christmas? I'm willing to bet Chris did.
Chris Wilmick?
Yes. Definitely get a 1/4-inch downcut bit. Frankly, I think the 1/4-inch compression bit is superior to the downcut bit, but that's just my preference.
A little pricier, but definitely agree.
I think you should get an 1/8-inch downcut bit as well.
Dan, what is downcut, upcut compression, Dan?
Downcut means it's forcing the chips down. Yes. Upcut means it's forcing the chips up. A downcut bit will leave you a cleaner cut face.
Top finish.
Yes. And an upcut bit will leave you a cleaner bottom face or bottom finish.
What about compression, Dan?
It does both at the same time. It compresses at the end.
What?
Yeah.
How
That's why I think a 1/4-inch compression bit is better. However, I do believe that an 1/8-inch compression bit, not so great. I would go with the downcut. I would also get a. You said you wanted to get a flattening bit.
Yep.
Those can get pricey. Those can get really pricey really quick.
Nah, dude.
I don't think you need
that basic white side one is so cheap.
That's what I was gonna say.
Oh, I'm sorry.
There are some big flattening bits you can buy. They're like hundreds of dollars. They're crazy. Freud makes one that I actually really like. It's a 1 1/4 inch. They have it marketed or listed as a mortising bit. I don't know who the hell's using that to make a mortise, but it's a 1 1/4 inch mortising bit, and it's great for flattening. It's got a 1/4 inch, 1/4 inch shank, so it'll fit in an ER20 collet.
Don't think you have to get the one with the carbide teeth that you have to swap out. No, just
especially if your spoil board's only like MDF or something. You don't need.
I think the 3 flute ones are like 30 something bucks.
This is a 2-cutter head bit. I mean, it's pretty bare bones, but it's good for that specific purpose. I would get that.
Brady Bunch?
And
Oh, what else? Sorry, Dan. What else?
I would get a bowl bit because trays. Yeah, get yourself a nice bowl bit and start making some trays. That's it. Brady, now you can go.
Yeah, I like a good 1/4 inch bullnose bit. I am going to go in a slightly different direction for the flattening bit.
Here we go.
You can do double duty. Bits and Bits has a 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch bullnose bit. It's a bowl bit. And it is 3 cutter heads. It's a spiral bit. And I use that to flatten stuff way more than is appropriate, considering it's not a flattening
With a
bit.
bowl bit?
A 1/2 inch?
Okay.
I think the one I have is like a 3/4 inch.
I was gonna say that sounds like it would take a while. Even a 3/4 would take a little longer, but yeah.
It does.
Any bit could be a flattening bit if you're patient enough, really.
And that's the thing. Like with the bowl bit, I can just I set the step over way higher. But I was finding that I was getting ridges because my tramming was just slightly off when I was using flattening bits. So by increasing my step over anyway, I was getting a cleaner cut. But that lets you do double duty. You get a big bowl bit. I love a big bowl bit, ladies. And then if you want to get into inlays, which is always really friggin' cool, the 1/8 inch downcut that Dan talked about and the 1/4 inch compression, those are both, you need those. And then instead of getting a V bit, I'm a big fan of, you can get a 164. I'm gonna have to look up the measurement, but it's like a 10.5 degree bullnose bit. It goes down. It's basically a needle, and you can set it up as a V bit in your software and use it for your inlays. You can get them for like $20-$30, and I just think it's a way better experience for doing inlays to have that really, really steep bit. versus having like a 60 or a 90. I can't remember the last time I used a 60 to 90 degree V bit for anything.
I use a 60-degree bit for just about everything. V carve wise.
Yeah.
Not everything,
Yeah.
obviously. But anytime I'm doing a V carve, I use and a Mana has I forget the number, but it's just a really basic 60-degree bit. Like it's like a 1/4-inch bit, but the tip is just a 60 degrees. So there's no frills with it. And it works great for most of the things I V cut, which is not a lot.
Yeah, I do inlay stuff, so it's technically it's V carving, or it's a V inlay, but it's way better to get that tighter tolerance. So I will say the one thing, new to CNC, starting out bits, like things that you need to get, don't get nice bits, or
What?
don't get expensive bits. Like you can get nice entry level bits, but do not spend money on expensive bits. They will cut better, but not at a level that you will probably appreciate right off the bat. And it's not a matter of if you're going to snap every single one of those bits that you get when you first start out. It's a matter of when you snap them.
I snapped a bit yesterday.
You live life different than us, Dan. But the point stands. You're going to forget to Z something. You're going to forget that you set your Z off the spoil board instead of the work surface. You're going to forget to lift it up when you're homing. Something's going to happen. You're going to snap all those bits. So don't get nice ones. Get doubles of cheap ones, like the Spetul bits actually do a really good job, and they're cheaper, and you can get them in 5-packs.
You can. I can get like a 5-pack of the 1/4-inch compression bits for like $60, which is a damn good price.
And a 5-pack of bits a day keeps the Grinch Dan away.
Yes. That V bit I was talking about from a Mana Tool is the 45624-K, in case anybody cares.
Boom.
Pete, what bits would you get?
So I will add an asterisk to the don't get cheap bits. Yeah, don't spend too much on your bits, but the ones that you're gonna break the most are your 1/4-inch and 1/8-inch end mills, straight end mills, meaning like a drill bit with a flat top. That's the ones that break 95% of the time.
That's what I snapped yesterday.
The bowl bits, the V bits, all that stuff usually doesn't go as deep. You don't generally snap those. It's really the straight bits that do the most breaking. That's just been from my experience and what I've heard from other people. My go-to bits, a downcut bit. There's I use the Amana 46415, I think. K. It's the 1-inch version. So it's a 1-inch cutting capacity instead of 3/4-inch cutting capacity. 3 flute downcut bit. It's got the rainbow coating, the Astra coating. I don't know if it does anything special, but that's the one I use. And the only reason I use that one over the other ones is because, well, first of all, I'm past mostly breaking all my straight bits, although I broke this one about a month ago, and they were nice enough to replace it for me. But aside from that, I love there's a bowl and tray bit that I just got as well. I think that's from Whiteside. No, not Whiteside. Bits and Bits makes it. And this thing is amazing.
Yeah, that's a great bowl bit. I have the same one.
So let me explain this too. Bowl bits tend to be, people will explain a bowl bit as sometimes round, like a circle.
It's got a radius edge.
Yeah, but a proper bowl bit is usually a flat bottom with rounded sides. So you're able to actually flatten with it, like what Braden was saying. And that saves you so much time when you got a nice step over. So a good bowl bit, I recommend a 1/2 inch. Bigger is okay, but you're gonna just be taking smaller passes. The one I've used, I've had a piece come loose, and it took a 1/2 inch deep pass, and it went through the whole piece without any issues, except for me having to slam on a brake to stop it because I wasn't doing it right. Aside from that, I love a good V-bit. The guys were talked about a couple. Don't get the ones with the replaceable blades in the beginning. That's something you can invest in down the line. There is a plethora of, especially if you want to get into any kind of signage, look into 90 and 120 degree bits. Not small ones where it's just like a straight piece with a little tip that's at that angle. You want ones that actually flare out a little bit, so you can do some decent sized signage. And if you're working on thinner stock, the bigger the angle, the less deep you go, and you can get plenty of cheap bits that will do that just fine. And for the love of God, don't buy 1/8 inch shank bits. Buy 1/4 inch shank bits.
Yeah,
at least minimum.
Nobody's. That's the shank is. I'm just explaining it as if he wouldn't know, but the shank is the part that actually goes into the collet. It's less collets that you have to replace. You don't have to juggle them. You just keep one size in there, and also
shank a bitch.
It just feels a little more sturdy to have a bigger shank piece in there. Yeah,
Big shank.
that's it.
Just to clarify, the bowl bit that I was talking about it's the 1/2 inch spiral bowl and tray bit from Bits and Bits. So that's
I assume that's
the one. Yeah, so we have the same
3
one.
flute.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Tres flutos, so nice.
Totally unrelated to any of this. Some jerk or some collective, perhaps a gang of jerks, pushed us up over our St. Jude's goal again while we were recording. So now we're at $8,012.
Well, I guess we have to raise our goal again.
Our new goal is $10,000.
Well, first, Nick Brim did it earlier. Now these very nice jerks.
Brandon Finney he wants his name to be read.
Is it $306?
No, he went for goal.
He might be the top spot for John Grubb's offer
he
right now.
Currently is, because as of right now, he needs to figure out how to split up his 100 entries. I don't know why I had to use the calculator.
$500 donation. Oh my God, dude. That is awesome.
Brandon.
You are gonna
rock star.
You're gonna earn that spot.
Somebody needed some tax deductions this year.
Tina D.
Maybe he just cares.
Yeah.
And he cares. But also tax deductions. All right, while we celebrate that, here's a question from Greg D'Ambrosio.
Braden, do you have a recommended build plans for an arcade cabinet? Specifically for the electronics, joysticks, GTD Woodworks, Greg D'Ambrosio.
Greg.
Thanks, Greg. Really funny. You answered this question in a pre-show, but I want you to just do it one more time, please.
Yeah, Bob Claggett from I Like to Make Stuff has got he's built 4 or 5 different arcade style cabinets that are phenomenal. His instructions are sublime.
I love those guys.
That's where I'd go take a look. And also he's got several different multi-part YouTube series for each of these different
Bob Claggett of I Like to Make Stuff.
Bob Claggett, my
Robert
personal
Claggett?
friend.
Bob Claggett, recent-ish guest of another Woodshop podcast.
Wow.
Yes.
It's like he was just here.
Are those the same plans that you bought 4 or 5 years ago? 6 years ago, maybe?
7 years ago, maybe even?
I bought them the day after that Nick Brim ordered his side tables.
You are a lying sack of doo-doo.
About 4 years ago.
Wow.
Yes, I have been the proud owner of a variety pack of arcade cabinet plans and hardware. I've got a bunch of buttons and joysticks sitting in a box upstairs, brand new. So
one of these days.
One of these days.
One day.
Right in the kiss.
I will shout out our good friend Zach Builds. Go check out his channel. If you haven't seen his stuff. So he started as really a furniture maker, and he took a nosedive? No, like positive nosedive into electronics, hacking stuff, building, gaming tables and consoles and flipping random. Just go check it out. It's awesome. He's really been, he's been picking up his game. I love his videos. They're so nerdy and techy. So if you're into any of that stuff, I highly recommend checking that out.
Is that
And then-
Zach, Z-A-C, Zach?
ZAC, God forbid you use a K in there. Come on, he's Canadian. ZAC builds. He's, I think, just Zach builds on Instagram.
I believe you
and
pronounce
YouTube.
it Zoc.
Zoc builds, and it's zocbuilds.com. Zocbuilds.com.
Zoc.
And then wasn't Trey, handcrafted by Trey, wasn't he building like those like gaming tables for a while? They're like arcade cabinets, but like they were coffee tables.
I don't know.
I believe maybe. I don't know, I'll double check that. Take that with a grain of salt, but definitely go check out Zach Builds. I think that's worth. Yes, it was handcrafted by Trey. He makes arcade tables, like coffee tables, so you can put a drink on it, and you can also play games head to head with a friend of yours. Definitely worth checking out.
Zach's
then-
also a host on a different podcast that
We
recently
don't talk about
did
that.
a Jeopardy episode, and we were the answer to a question.
Were we really?
Yeah, you guys didn't see that? Yeah, they had a whole
Ruin it for me.
category of the competition, and we were 1200. We were right in the middle. We were above Jimmy DiResta and Bob Claggett.
They haven't.
Spoil it for
they have
me.
a podcast?
Do you remember the question answer? Situation?
This podcast is known for running a little long something Dunlap. Like it, they
Something
called
Dunlap?
you. We go long and then called Dan out by name.
Wow, that's good to know.
I do go long.
But
No,
he never
yes.
goes hard, ladies.
So,
All right, next question is from Platte Valley Woodworks.
So I'm thinking of dropping my website. It costs me $400 plus a year, and I get 0 sales on it. I've kept it for the ability to make invoices and the want to look professional. What do you all think? I'm open for ideas. I do have an Etsy, but only have a few laser files on it. Never got much traction with physical products on there. Platte Valley Woodworks?
Braden, as the resident website domain addict, what do you think?
I've actually had this thought before, because for the same reason, like I use my website 99% of the time just to
99%
do
off.
the credit card processing and invoicing. And I use Shopify because I like all the back end work that Shopify has. But frankly, it's terrible for just invoices, like custom invoices. It's not good at it. Certainly not for deposits. $400 a year. That's about $33 a month. You can probably set up a more basic website and get better invoicing for like custom work using something like Square. So I think that I think that legitimacy kind of requires a website in this day and age. Legitness. Legitimacy, there it is. Listen, I never said that I'm Lejart.
Neither did we.
Yeah.
Legitimacy.
I do think that having a website does offer a level of legitimacy
There it is. Nailed it.
to a business if you're looking to grow it. But if you're doing mostly in-person sales, if you're doing mostly word-of-mouth sales, I don't know if you can get by without it. I'd certainly downgrade to something that lets you focus on the invoicing
Let me
more. Dan, dip your
barge
toe in it.
here.
Why don't you dip your toe in?
I think I'm contractually obligated at this point to say if you're looking at invoicing, you should go with Jobber. Can that be my one monthly reel that I have
because
to
it
do for?
doesn't start until January.
Apparently Jobber has invoicing capability.
but it's expensive too.
It's
There's a cost
pretty
to it.
pricey.
It's definitely a more premium product. I've been messing around in the platform because I'm super interested in the invoicing, and it's phenomenal. Like the way it's set up, if you're doing custom work or if you're doing that type of stuff, it's a workhorse. I don't think it'll save you money though.
Mm-mm. No. But, I just thought I'd throw that out there. I have a code that'll give me a kickback if you want it.
No.
Throw
it in the show notes. Dan, what do you think?
I got by without a website at all for a long time. I was just using my Etsy shop.
Yeah, it shows.
I don't even know what that means. I mean, I was doing fine.
At the end of the day, Dan, am I right?
Still today.
Teach a Dan to fish.
Actually, my website kind of went off. I got a bunch of orders over the holiday.
Which one? The Daniel Dunlap Experience or DanielDunlapPhotography.com?
DanielDunlapWoodwork.com. Thank you very much.
Man, you're so lucky somebody set that up for you.
Yeah. I'll have to thank that guy someday. Yeah. I don't think you need a website, frankly. I really don't. It's not a necessity these days. I mean, you have social media platforms that can act as your website. You got Etsy. I don't think it's a necessity. I say if you don't want it and you feel like it's a waste of money, ditch it and see what happens.
Dan, I'd like to offer a question.
Go ahead.
From the perspective of the devil's advocate. We've seen a number of people who Etsy has pulled the rug from them.
Yeah. I'm not saying that's not a thing that could happen. That would suck if you have all your eggs in one basket, but
But you could totally have your eggs all in one singular
basket.
basket.
You could totally have your eggs in one basket if that's really what you want. But
as long as they're not pasteurized.
You're a free American. Do what you want.
I'm assuming Dan's done.
Yeah.
I am going to say that is a sunk cost that you should be incorporating into your business.
Yeah.
A website is absolutely an expense that whether you get
it's
direct
a cost
sales
of doing
from it
business as
or
far as I'm
not.
concerned.
Yeah, it is heat for your shop. It is electricity for your shop. It is website for your shop. If this is something you do even semi-professionally or something that you'd like to maintain for a long period of time, you want a foothold. And just like a credit score, the longer something exists, the more you're going to be on it. I can tell you with very good confidence that when you Google my name, I own the first page of Google because of the work I've done. Braden's doing it right now. Like from my website to Facebook to Instagram to, for some reason, X. Because I never got rid of it. But it's there. I established the foothold. It's the same handle. It's on every platform. And you want to be there. You might not be getting direct sales from your website, but I think it is important for customers to see your legitimacy that you do exist online.
I'm going to be honest. The fact that you have a Google AI overview of you, I love you. I love you dearly as a friend, but it makes me mad. I don't know why. I'm mad about it.
It actually didn't come up when I just searched it, but you're right.
Overview. Peter Kapar is a maker, fabricator, and content creator based in northern New Jersey.
Wow.
He owns Petrie's Workshop, an Etsy shop that offers custom woodworking, laser cutting, CNC, and 3D printing. Kapar has over 15 years. I didn't know you were 15 years old.
I might be out of date, honestly.
Of woodworking experience and specializes in small-scale manufacturing, good buzzword, and custom work. He combines his craftsmanship with content creation to connect with DIYers and makers. Slut.
And that's literally my about section off my website. That's why I said that might not be accurate, because it's been saying 15 years for 5 years or something.
A deep dive with Google Gemini.
Nope.
Goes into it. A co-host of another Woodshop podcast, and then it gives two pictures, both of which are from Maker Camp, I think probably this year. One is you just absolutely ramming something into your pie hole.
Oh, I know the photo. Am I holding Junie with that one, or
nope?
Oh, I know that photo. Emma's shoving pizza in her mouth. It's hilarious. It's great.
I don't know what is in your hand because it's kind of a blurry picture, and then another one of you right next to the Pete head.
Oh yeah, everybody loves to get a little Pete head.
Oh,
but the point is, the point is, and I know it's expensive. Like, let's just put it this way. I, for years, paid for, are showing us, for years I paid on, oh wow, that's, that's me eating pizza. That's
Hey, I took that photo.
Dan took that photo. And then Pete had, these are very recent photos. Yeah.
That's a great photo.
I, for years, paid for QuickBooks because I wanted QuickBooks for invoicing and to track all my finances. I did not track all my finances. And suddenly, I had no use for invoicing. So I basically paid for it like a gym membership in February. I did not use it. But I paid that fat tax. I kept it on. Now I actually use it for my accountant. My new accountant uses it and actually runs all my stuff through it. So it's amazing. But I was paying for that expense. It was a sunk cost because it's something that I wanted to do long term. The website is a non-negotiable. I actually have two websites. I do Shopify so it's Petrie Shop for my purchases, but my landing page, my business card online is petriesworkshop.com. So I do think it's worth it. I know it costs a little extra. I would look into maybe downsizing so your website's just living online. You can get that fairly cheap, right, Braden? Like just to host a website, you can probably do it for about $100 to $200 a year.
Oh yes. It's way cheaper than that.
So I think that invoicing is costing you a lot, and unless you're running a shop as well through there, maybe that's what's costing you a little more.
Yeah, Shopify is 100% designed, and some of other platforms, but Shopify is kind of that's what I use. Yeah. It is 100% designed for e-commerce, and if you're not running an e-commerce business, you don't need that expense. And most of the back end stuff, you're not going to be able to take advantage of.
Yeah, just outsource that. I think Square does some pretty good invoicing, right? Didn't we use that
Square Square is awesome for invoicing. I loved Square invoicing.
Square is really good for invoicing, yes.
Yeah.
100%.
There you go. Hopefully that helps. I know it's a cost, but work it into the business. I think it's worth it. All right, last question. Yeah, last question is from Morgan of the Hops.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, guys. Since this is what you're talking about, I figured I'd submit a question. So you're talking about Etsy and customer support. So I personally have just a small Etsy shop with a few digital files on it. So there's two sides of it. There's physical products and digital products. I don't mess with physical stuff. It's a hassle. And I barely mess with digital stuff because I don't want to mess with it. The whole reason I put it up there is to have passive income. I create a file, I use it, I know that it works. Tons of people download it, tons of people use it, and they all tell me that it works. So I don't really offer support when somebody has a question about a digital file. You learn how to use computers. So do you guys respond to every message about digital files when people just need to learn how to use computers? Curious. Thanks.
This is, by the way, a callback to in the pre-show we were talking about supporting digital files, because Dan had someone that was like, hey, I bought your Flatpak DXF file. How do I 3D print it?
Yes.
Which we've all gotten a version of that where people are using the wrong tool for the file.
It's amazing to me that these types of people are out there that have no idea what they're doing and they're just flying through.
Driving 80, 90 miles an hour, voting, having children.
Yeah.
I have literally replied to somebody because, yes, I will reply, especially if it's dumb, because I want people to know that they're dumb. That's my whole goal for this life that I live. I just want you to know you're dumb, and I think you're dumb. I've literally replied with, I don't teach you how to run your machine because that would cost more than $3.99. That's not what I do. You bought the little file. That's all I'm giving. If you want me to teach you how to run your machine, I can do that, but it's going to cost quite a bit more than that. That's what I do. I've done it numerous times.
I'm a little nicer about it, but yeah, basically same thing.
You know what? I talked to Ben Myers about how to handle people with digital files, and him and I are on the same page.
He's the OG file guy.
He's pretty blunt.
Yeah,
got friggin' Dan Quixote over here bringing back civility.
I will say this with the files, I try to, for the more, if I know it's a more complicated file or it requires some explanation, I do usually try to include a one sheet, quick little, like, here's the way you assemble this or the way you do this. Like, there's a PDF that's included. I have been meaning, it's been on my to-do list for forever, something that just gets included with every single one of my files, and it being just like a basic, like, how to open a file in your software of choice, and just like include a generic one on a Mac, this on a PC, this unzip, uncompress, whatever, just so they can like, and just throw it at every file so I don't have to think about it.
Here's the thing, like I believe that people should already know how to open a file if they're buying files.
Yes, but potentially doing a one page like that of quick instructions and then including it in all your stuff might save you a message and earn you another purchase later down the line. Like, oh, he taught me how to unzip files. You know,
that is so sad.
It is sad, but people are dumb. People are dumb, Dan.
I'm so mad right now. I'm filling with rage.
In the words of K-pop demon hunters, dumb, 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 dumb.
I have no idea what's happening right now.
This guy gets it. Braden.
My customer service background is boiled deep into my bones. I can't not respond to even the morons.
Oh yeah, same.
The whole time. I know that I see the train approaching the end of the tracks and the cliff, like an old Western. And I just think, oh, they just need somebody to love them for a minute and they can change their whole lives. And then they constantly prove me wrong. Yeah. And they prove Dan right. And that breaks my soul.
We can't have Dan being right.
I can't.
What is wrong with this world?
The amount of times that things happen that I just don't tell you about because I can't handle it.
It's more than you'd like to admit, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah. Dan knows what he's talking about.
These people are out here just like rocketing down on the streets, just full bore. They get to buy lifted 8-cylinder trucks.
Wait, my truck isn't lifted yet, so you're not talking about me.
No, Dan, your truck will never be lifted if you try to refund 100 overdue orders.
Yeah, that's where you're gonna have to sell your stock rims and tires.
Yeah,
that's where you're wrong.
You're gonna have to buy a Honda Civic from like 2008.
It's like when a big business files bankruptcy and it turns out great for them.
Okay, you've watched that one episode of The Office way too many times.
Also, you're a sole proprietorship. You don't have financial protections built into your corporate structure, Dan.
And you don't have ass to be a trophy wife. Kayla's not going to carry that.
I do.
No, you don't.
Have you seen my ass?
Dan, I've seen a dent you left in your couch. No.
I've seen your front ass, and I didn't care for it.
Tight little tush.
Nope.
Oh, no.
No.
Okay, well.
Do you have any more questions?
No, that's how we're going to end this episode.
Oh, you're welcome.
Dan's tight little tush.
Dan's tight little tush.
Yeah, that's
what you want.
That's the episode title.
It's better than the one Pete came up with that almost sent Braden raging.
Hey, the biggest lie that I've ever convinced, I think others, but mostly myself, is that I'm just a super chill guy.
Yeah.
Right. What was the first one? It was something about laying pipe.
In the no walkway. Which I'm okay. I'm okay with that.
Because his wife's name isn't involved.
Yeah. You keep my wife's name out your mouth, and I will Smith slap you.
All right. That's it. I think we're good. I think that's all the questions, right? We did Platte Valley. We did Chris. We did. Did we do Platte
I didn't
Valley?
do those guys.
Yeah, we did. That was the website one.
Yes, you're correct. And then Morgan Freeman and Greg D'Ambrosio. We're good.
We're not just good, Pete. We're great.
Cool. And guys, if you're listening to this, hopefully it's Sunday and you've got 2 days to enter for the St. Jude's giveaway. We're gonna.
I will
away
edit
on
this
Tuesday.
thing first thing tomorrow before I do anything else.
I'll knock out the pre-show too. So
Okay.
we'll get those out. And yeah, we're going to be giving these away on Tuesday, right before, I believe that is the 30th of December.
The 30th.
Yes.
30th of December. So in 2
8
days,
p.m.
we're going to be selecting our lucky winners, and we get to wrap up this year with a bang.
A huge.
Wow.
Yeah.
Just something about your face.
I want to give a huge shout out to our sponsors, WTB Woodworking, just making makers make gooder, and then Gorilla Tough for helping, people stick things to other things in the best way possible, or make your floors better than your neighbors and make their wives
Suck it, the neighbors.
more, into you, if that's what you're going for. I don't know.
That is true. If you have epoxied floors, your wife and or husband and or other
You want to be
significants will love you
popular one
more.
in the neighborhood.
You want your kids to
floors.
respect you?
Yeah,
Epoxy them floors.
we're gonna
You know
stay
what we
together
didn't
for the
talk
kids,
about?
but I won't respect you.
You know what we didn't talk about?
What did we not talk about?
Festivus.
Do you have grievances to air?
Yes. I got a lot of problems with you people.
And that's all we've got time for, everybody.
Happy Kwanzaa, everyone. Happy New Year's, if this is what you're listening to just after New Year's. And then...
Happy 2031, because it's still going to be out there. I guarantee it.
Yeah, it is.
I guess we'll see you next year.
Except we're still doing one more this year.
Correct.
Oh, we got to email that brand about that episode.
That's the thing.
Yeah, that thing. Dan, do you have anything to say to the patrons or people?
Hey, that was subtle. We couldn't do any of this. The nonsense that we do, the raffles. I mean, if we didn't have patrons or any sort of listeners at all, we couldn't do this stuff. We couldn't do good for St. Jude's.
But what
And
about the tomfoolery, Dan?
We could
we
do
do
tomfoolery,
Is he a
but
patron?
the bonuses we are able to do and the good we're able to give back and stuff like that, we couldn't do that without the listeners, the patrons, anybody who shares the show. So from the bottom of our hearts, thank you. Please continue to support us by sharing the show, going to Patreon, doing all that stuff so we can keep doing good and giving back. That's it. That's all I got. Trying to keep it nice. Thank you. I love you.
Thank you.
Welcome to Costco. I love you.
I love you. All right, guys. Thanks for joining us. Merry Christmas. Happy Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Festivus, Krampus, all the other stuff. Love you guys.
Festivus.
And we can't wait to see you in the next one. Love you. Bye, 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 bye.
Bye, 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 bye. Love you long time.
Love you long
Love
time.
you long time.
Bye.